Hello and welcome. In a previous video, I demonstrated how to calculate the correlations between some variables, specifically infant mortality rate, the numbers on the blue column, and 6 other variables. I just wanted to point out a few things that students will encounter when they're doing their interpretations of correlations. What we're looking at here is just some very basic numbers, and I would encourage you to keep it simple. So for example, things you can say are things like the correlation between infant mortality rate and teen pregnancy rate is higher than the correlation between infant mortality rate and homicide rate. It's also higher than the correlation between infant mortality rate and firearms rate. Those numbers are easy to see and interpret. What you cannot say, and that students say all the time and is wrong, is things like the correlation between infant mortality rate and teen pregnancy rate is 70%. That is wrong. This is 0.7065, etc. But that is not a 70% correlation. Another thing that you cannot say is that the correlation between firearm death rate, which is approximately 0.51, and infant mortality rate and highway miles, 0.17, you cannot say that this correlation is 3 times as much as this correlation. That just is not the way that these statistics are read. It's not 3 times higher. That number 0.51 is exactly 3 times the number 0.17, but you don't say that a correlation is twice or 3 times. Correlation depends on the degrees of freedom and the sample size. So it's not an apples to apples comparison. Another thing that you can say is to say this obviously has a negative correlation, and there is a significant meaning for that. Now this is not a significant variable, but whenever a correlation is negative, you want to make a note of that in your analysis and explain what it means. I just wanted to tell students really quickly some quick pointers on interpreting correlations. I hope this was a help. If you have questions, let me know. Thanks for watching.